Hello everyone, back at it with another Overlord video, although a very short one. Today we're going to talk about Touch Me, the most powerful player in the guild Eins Ul Gon. Some of the material differs from each other with a few statements, such as the web novel and light novel having different sayings of his ranking in the overall game, and I'll just have stuff thrown up on the screen regardless, so take any of that information as you will. Regardless, Touch Me is always stated to be among the strongest of the entire game, and is a winner even in life, the opposite of Momonga in some aspects. And there's no shortage of statements in regards to his abilities. Touch Me is considered an exception to the rule in regards to strategizing against an opponent with a specialized skill set, as he was just that strong. There's a statement by the author which says a 5-level difference is enough to almost guarantee a win as long as the opponent doesn't have certain traits or skills which make them stronger. Touch Me being the exception to that rule as well. He was always improving to min-max his build, also being stated to be so far beyond a level 100 player. He's so strong to the point that the author states he could take on the entirety of the Floor Guardians and win. Whether you think this is an all-out battle royale or a 1v1, he would still win in most scenarios, going so far as to call him a cheat with how broken he is. And you all thought Eins was strong. Eins even states that he's never even come close to beating Touch Me once in a fight. Eins being the guy to just barely beat the strongest Floor Guardian with some Batman level style prep. Although Touch Me was the strongest player, he isn't the strongest entity within Nazarick, which Rubetto is considered to be the strongest entity in the Great Tomb of Nazarick. You could kind of think of it as an Eins vs Shaltir scenario, where Touch would have to prep really hard to win that fight. There isn't an insane amount of info about his skills and abilities. There are a few statements regarding his title as World Champion, which anything with the title of World is stated to be stronger than normal. His armor surpasses that of Divine class items and is on par with guild items, which the Staff of Eins Ul Gon is a guild weapon that is also stated to be above that of Divine tier and almost on the level of a world class item. Which, if you've seen my Eins vs Gojo or How Strong is Eins video, then you can see why him being a walking world item by status alone is pretty wild for the scaling of the series. The only real ability we have any knowledge of is a skill he has called World Break, which is a better version of Reality Slash, which can cleave through the very fabric of space and ignore durability. World Break is also stated to cut through space-time and not just space. Not to say that the Reality Slash doesn't cut through time-space, but you get the idea. World Break just being a higher damaging version. It stands to reason that Touch Me has similar hacks resistances as Eins, or at least can overpower them due to Eins never being able to beat him in a fight. It's also stated by Eins that any player worth their salt would have resistance to time stop and time-based abilities. High-level players having an abundance of resistances, whether they be through skills or items. And Eins has so many hacks that are outlined in my How Strong is Eins video, so it's likely that Touch Me can deal with all of Eins' hacks, or at least 99% of them or something. In terms of power scaling, Touch Me is pretty simple. This is once again outlined in better detail in Eins vs Gojo, so definitely check that out if you want the in-depth power scale for the high tiers of Overlord. Not much else I can say about Touch Me, other than maybe some niche info which I'm not sure of. I haven't finished the light novels and I've only done word searches for the guy, so I can't really provide much more info. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.